Hello students, this video is for standard 10 subject algebra, that is mathematics 1, chapter number 2, quadratic equations, practice at 2.3. In this lesson, first of all, the first exercise was how to identify whether the equation is a quadratic equation or not. Then some small sums were there. Then in second exercise, we actually solved the quadratic equation with the help of the method called factorization method. So here is the second method to solve the quadratic equation, that is completing square method. So whenever in the exam, if you are given the method how to solve this equation, if it is given that you have to solve the equation by a factorization method, then you have to stick to that method. And if it is given like completing square method, one more method is also there in the next exercise. So whether one of the equations are whether the method is given or not, you have to stick to that method. If it is given you have to complete square method, then you have to follow that method only. Even if you have solved the sum with the other method and you got the correct answer, then also the sum will be wrong because you have not followed the method. So in this exercise we are going to solve the quadratic equation with the help of method called completing square method. So what is the steps? Actually this was already there in the last portion. The portion is being changed from last 2 years, but this method was there. In examples you will see a little bit difference, the method I am solving here. But you can follow this method. This will make you less confused than the other one which is given in the textbook. Okay. So the first method, the first step is to find whether the equation is in standard form or not. First step. Okay. Then second step, you have to see if there is any coefficient with the first term, that is x square. With a square term, is there any coefficient? Then the method will be different. In this sum, I have not seen any coefficient with x square. So the method starts now. First step is to x square plus x. This minus 20 will go to that side and it will become plus 20. So in LHS, you are having only two terms. In RHS, we don't care. In LHS, we are having two terms. So we want here the third term, so that to complete it in the form of square. See, one formula which we are going to use is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. We are going to make LHS in these forms. We are converting our LHS in these forms and then we will complete it. Then it is called as completing square method. Okay. So how to find the third term? There was third term in there. So to find that third term, the third term is equal to, there is a method 1 upon 2 into coefficient of x and whole square. This is the formula for the third term. 1 upon 2 into coefficient of x. If it is x here, I am going to write x. If it will be m, I am going to write m. Okay. So coefficient of x and 1 upon 2 and then square. What is the coefficient of x here? See, x is here. This is x square. This one is x. What is the coefficient? Coefficient is plus 1. Nothing we can see here. So it is plus 1. So 1 and its square. 1 upon 2 1 is 1 upon 2. Then its square will be 1 upon 4. Means the third term which we want is 1 upon 4. Now adding 1 upon 4 both the sides. Both the sides. First side was x square plus x plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 20 plus 1 upon 4. Okay. So this is the complete square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. We have to write it a plus b whole square form. So it is, take the square root of the first term, that is x. Then if plus is there in the middle term, if it is plus you have to write plus. If there is minus you have to write minus. Okay. Here is plus, I am going to write it plus. Then find the square root of the third term. See how the first term square root, then the sign of the middle term, and then the third term square root, that is 1 upon 2. What was the square root of 1 upon 4? That is 1 upon 2. It is whole square. If you are going to expand, you will get that only. If you want, I can show you 1 upon 2 whole square. Okay. Then a square plus 2 into a into b This was 2 into a into b, 2 into x into 1 upon 2, and plus b square means 1 upon 2 square. What are you getting? X square. See, it is cut off, then plus x and plus 1 upon 4. The similar thing you are having here. Okay, so we are converting it in this method. So this is x plus 1 upon 2 whole square. It is equal to, you have to solve it by yourself. How you can solve it? 4 into 20, that is 80 plus 1. This is 81 upon 4. Okay, then these two are squares now. Okay, you have to find the square roots by taking square roots both the side. What are you getting? X plus 1 upon 2 is equal to plus minus, this is 9 upon 2. Square root of 81 is 9, square root of 4 is 2. And why it is plus minus? Because the square root of plus 9 is also 81 and minus 9 is also 81. So this is plus minus 9 upon 2. Now you are going to solve it. Now it can be x plus 1 upon 2 is 9 upon 2, or x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to minus 9 upon 2. You have shown two values, na? Plus 9 upon 2 and minus 9 upon 2. Here x is equal to 9 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2. This 1 upon 2 will go to that side, and x is equal to, see, denominator is same, so we can subtract it. 9 minus 1 is 8. Therefore x is 4. This is the first value. Then we have to write or in each step. X is equal to 9 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2, or x is equal to, denominator is same, 9 minus 1 is, okay. This is minus 9, huh? So minus 9 minus 1 is minus 10. Minus minus will become plus, and the sign will be the bigger number. So or x is equal to minus 5. So you got two values, x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 5. And in answer you have to write as the roots of the given quadratic equation are 4 and minus 5. So this will come for at least 3 marks, not less than that. Okay. Then moving towards question number 3. See, I am not doing question number 2 just because question number 2 is very simple, as just like question number 1. So moving towards question number 3. Question number 3 is m square minus 5m is equal to minus 3. M square minus 5m is equal to minus 3. This is your question. Already first step to see whether there is any coefficient with this m square, actually no coefficient. Then already it is taken to the right hand side. So here are two terms and here is one. We have to find the third term. So how are we going to get that? Third term is equal to 1 upon 2 into coefficient of m. Coefficient of m square. Why I wrote here m? Because this equation is in the form of m. So the third term is 1 upon 2 into coefficient of m is minus 5. See, you have to write this sign also. So it is minus 5 and whole square. So minus 5 ansa is minus 5 upon 2 whole square, and you will get 25 upon 4. So our third term is 25 upon 4. Now again we are going to write adding 25 upon 4 both the sides. Then m square minus 5m plus 25 upon 4 is equal to minus 3 plus 25 upon 4. Okay, now taking the square roots here, m square का square root क्या है? m. Then middle term sign, that is minus. Then third term square root, that is 5 upon 4. This is the combination of all these things. M square का m, sign of the middle term is minus. Then the third term square root is 5 upon 4 whole square. And it is, see, minus 3 into minus 4 is minus 12 plus 25 upon 4. Okay, 3 4s are 12 and minus 12 plus 25. What is this? This is 13 upon 4. 20, this is plus minus will be minus, then subtract 12 from 25, you will get 13, and the sign of the bigger number is plus, so I got 13 upon 4. Now taking square roots both the sides. Taking square roots both the sides. What I get is m minus 5 upon 4 is equal to plus minus root 13 upon 2. I cannot take actual number, means root 13, there is no rational number, there is no value for root 13. So it is root 13 upon 4. Okay. Sorry, 2 was there. Then I got my plus minus root 13 upon 12. See, m minus 5 upon 2 is here, equal is here, and root 13 is the square root of 13, then 4 ka square root is 2. Then we are going to again split it in 2. M minus 5 upon 2 is equal to root 13 upon 2, or m minus 5 upon 2 is equal to minus root 13 upon 2. Therefore, m is equal to root 13 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2. This minus will become to plus. Then m is equal to root 13 plus 5 upon 2, and or m is equal to minus root 13 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2, or m is equal to minus 13 plus minus root 13 plus 5 upon 2. So there are two values. You have to write the answer. The solution to this equation is root 13 plus 5 upon 2, or root 13 minus root 13 plus 5 upon 2. Okay. So this was your question number 3. Total 6 sums are there. Now I am going to solve question number 4. Question number 4 is 9y square. Okay, 9y square minus 12y plus 2 is 0. Okay. First of all, the first statement, there is a coefficient with y square. So first we have to divide the whole equation with 9. Otherwise we can't find. Okay. So we have to divide the whole equation by 9. Did you understand? The first term is 9, second term, third term, and also 0 upon 9. Here you have to write dividing the whole equation by 9. So what I am getting is y square minus 4 upon 3y, then plus 2 upon 9. Okay? Then plus 2 upon 9 is equal to 0. Now this is your quadratic equation. Okay? Now finding the third term. Third term is equal to, I am not going to write the formula again, that is 1 upon 2 into coefficient of y. Here the coefficient of y is what? Minus 4 upon 3 whole square. See, minus 1 into minus 4 is minus 4, 2 into 3 is, you can cut it out. Huh? Actually 2 and here it is minus 2. So minus 2 upon 3 whole square. I am getting minus 2 upon 3 whole square, that is 4 upon 9. Okay. So I am going to add 4 upon 9 both the sides. Okay, in this step I didn't take that 2 upon 9 to that side. Okay, therefore y square minus 4 upon 3y and is equal to minus 2 upon 9. First I am going to take this 2 upon 9 to that side, and it is minus 2 upon 9. Now 4 upon 9 I am going to add both the sides. Okay, I am actually mixing 2 or 3 terms because it will not be able to complete this in one go. So y square minus 4 upon 3y, then plus 2 upon 9 will go to that side, it will become minus 2 upon 9, and the third term, that was 4 upon 9, I have added to it both the sides. Okay. Now taking to the whole square, how? The square root of the first term, then sine of the middle term, and the square root of the third term, that is 2 upon 3. This is whole square. Okay. It is equal to minus 2 plus 4 upon 9. That is 2 upon 9. Okay. Minus plus minus 2 minus 2, 4 minus 2 will be 2, and the sign will be of the bigger number, that is plus. So 2 upon 9. So taking square roots both the side, y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to plus minus root 2 upon 3. Understood? y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to plus minus 2 का square root is root 2 and 9 का 3. Okay, therefore here you have to write taking the square root both the sides. Then y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to root 2 upon 3 or y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to minus root 2 upon 3. Okay, therefore y is equal to root 2 upon 3. This minus 2 upon 3 will go to that side. It will become plus 2 upon 3. Therefore y is equal to, denominators are the same, so we can write it once, root 2 plus 2. Okay, or y is equal to minus root 2 upon 3 and it will be plus 2 upon 3. Or y is equal to minus root 2 plus 2 upon 3. So these are your two answers. You have to write. The roots to the given equation are root 2 plus 2 upon 3 and minus root 2 plus 2 upon 3. So this was your question number 4. Now two sums are remaining. Question number 5 and 4. 6. Actually fifth one is easier. You can solve it by your own. But still I am going to solve it so that it would become easier for you. Question number 5. What is the question number 5? In question number 5 it is 2y square plus 9y plus 10 is 0. 2y square plus 9y plus 10 is 0. Okay? Yes, it is correct. So first of all, there is a coefficient with y square, so I am going to divide the whole equation with the 2. So it will be 2y square upon 2, then plus 9 upon 2y plus 10 upon 2 is equal to 0 upon 2. You need not to show the step. I am showing is just to understand. Here you are going to divide the whole equation by 2. So it is 2 will come y square plus 9 upon 2y, then plus 5. 10 upon 2 is 5 is equal to 0. Okay. So again I am taking this plus 5 to that side. Y square plus 9 upon 2y is equal to minus 1. Now third term. For the third term, what you have to write is under in bracket 1 upon 2 into coefficient of y. What was the coefficient of y? Plus 9 upon 2. That is 9 upon 2 whole square. That is 9 upon 4 whole square. Means you are getting 81 upon 16. This is your third term. Okay. Therefore, I am adding 81 upon 16 both the sides. So it is y square plus 9 upon 2y plus 81 upon 16 is equal to minus 5 plus 81 upon 16. Okay. So here making as complete square, the square root of the first term, sine of the middle term and square root of the third term. What is the square root of 18? That 81, that is 9. Square root of 16 is 4. It is whole square. Then it is 16 into 5, that is 80. It is minus 80 plus 81 upon 16. You know how to do it. 16 into 5, that is 80. Sign was minus and plus 81. Now plus minus is minus. The sign will come to the bigger number. So it is plus 81 minus 80 is 1 upon 16. So you got 1 upon 16. Now taking square roots both the side. How I am going to write is y upon 9 upon 4. Y plus 9 upon 4 is equal to plus minus 1 upon 4. Is it easier? You are going to take the square root of this one, y plus 9 upon 4, and the square root of 1 upon 16 is 1 upon 4. It will be plus or minus. So either y plus 9 upon 4 is equal to plus 1 upon 4 or y plus 9 upon 4 is equal to minus 1 upon 4. Therefore y is equal to 1 upon 4 plus 9 upon 4. Therefore y is equal to 10 upon 4 and you got y as 5 upon 2. Okay. One sec. This will be minus 9. Okay. Then minus 9 will become minus 8. Minus 8 upon 4 is minus 2. So one of the values you get is minus 2. And the other one, or y is equal to minus 1 upon 4 minus 9 upon 4. Or y is equal to minus 10 upon 4. How you got minus 10? Minus minus plus and sign of the bigger number. 9 plus 1 is 10 and the sign of the bigger number is minus. Or y is equal to, what will? Minus 5 upon 2. This is 2 5s are 2 2s are. So 5 upon 2 and minus sign was there. So y is equal to minus 5 upon 2. So the solution to this equation is minus 2 and minus 5 upon 2. Now moving towards the last sum. Question number 6. Now the sixth question is 5x square is equal to 4x plus 7. Okay. Now I am taking this 4x to this side. Therefore it will be 5x square minus 4x is equal to 7. Okay. Now going to divide by 5 the whole equation. What you will get is 5x square upon 5 minus 4x upon 5 is equal to 7 upon 5. Therefore 5 will be cancelled. This is x square minus 4 upon 5x is equal to 7 upon 5. Now I am going to find the third term. Third term is what? 1 upon 2 into the coefficient of x, that is minus 4 upon 5, and it is whole square. So you can cut it out as minus 2. So minus 2 upon 5 whole square. It is 4 upon 25. You know how I got it? 1 upon 2, then the coefficient of x, that is minus 4 upon 5. 2 is 4, so it is minus 2 upon 5 whole square, 4 upon 25. So the third term. Now I am going to add 4 upon 25 both the sides. X square minus 4 upon 5x, this much, and then plus 4 upon 25 is equal to 7 upon 5 plus 4 upon 25. Okay. Now completing square, the square root of the first term, sine of the middle term, and square root of the third term. This is the whole square, and see here I have to make it as 25. Otherwise I cannot solve it. If it is 25, I am going to multiply 5 both the in numerator as well as denominator. It is 35 upon 25. See, 7 5s are 35, 5 5s are 25. Then plus 4 upon 25. I am getting it as 39 upon 25. Okay. So taking square roots both the side. Here also I have to write the reasons. Don't forget to write the reason. It is x minus 2 upon 5 is equal to. It is root 39 upon 5 and it is plus minus. So square root of this is x minus 2 upon 5, square root of 39 is root 39, square root of 25 is 5 and it is plus minus. So here you have to write taking the square roots both the side. Now x is minus 2 upon 5 is equal to either root 39 upon 5 or x minus 2 upon 5 is equal to minus root 39 upon 5. So x is equal to root 39 upon 5 plus 2 upon 5. It was minus, so it will become plus. X is equal to root 39 plus 2 upon 5 because the denominator was same. Or x is equal to minus root 39